let's jump in. We'll go over Creeptober in a little bit. All right. Hello, everybody. And welcome, good evening, and howdy. How many other ways can we say hi? Oh yeah, it's snowing. I don't have my glider. I've been playing Borderlands too much. Drop the glider. Think I'm sprinting. Trying to do power slides. Alright, let's get all of our stuff here. Hey, Tango Kilo, good evening to you and welcome. I hope all... Oh, my pocket. My gosh, I went to sleep without emptying my pockets. What kind of monster am I? I hope all's going well in your neck of the woods. Good evening to you. Gotta empty all the shenanigans here. How are things going in your neck of the woods? I hope they're well. It's a lovely Tuesday evening. We have a bit of a lightning storm, so my daughter's swim lessons got delayed. Or swim team got delayed, so that was fun. Alright, that's good enough for now. We can at least now go get our traps. Oh no, yeah, that was alright. They still swam the whole hour, so we were just there longer than we expected to be. That's alright. Because the girls are now in bed, I think, reading stories. And that means there's more time for me to now play some games. Excellent. Okay, so I took down all the trees we grew so you can see all the wood in my inventory. It's pretty wild. But I'm also going to start moving stuff over. Even though we're not 100% organized yet, I do want to bring things over. Before I do that, actually, I want to bring over and start putting flooring down. Which I have a bunch of it here. Beautiful. So I've been busy. Got ourselves a good amount of the power tools. I think all the power tools, the base power tools. So feeling pretty decent about that, to be honest. Still not sure what we're doing with this wall texture. But I am pretty sure I know what I want to do for all these textures, so we're just going to run this along. And start paving in our floor for now. Beautiful. Alright, we'll get that all covered up. And this is the side we're putting all of our cooking supplies on. Do I have more of this planks? Yes, I do. And Lord knows we have enough gumwood to make more, so we're just gonna go do that. Even though I totally could, I could totally chop it. Or I could totally just pick it up from the path we're gonna get rid of, so... So you voted for Dinkum, current favorite game. Excellent, excellent. I think that's a very fair bet for me as well. Although I am really liking Borderlands right now. You know, I don't play a lot of like action shooters, but sometimes they just click. This will get us started. It's not going to be anywhere near enough, but we'll have plenty more elsewhere. What I want to do is put it down here. Wish I could put it under things, but you can't, so... Let's pick all that up right quick. Well, it's like I was getting tired of having things in multiple places, so I was like, you know, I need to actually come and pave everything. So I can feel organized in my life, because I keep having to run back and forth too much. And this, I think, will be very helpful. Okay. Nice. And yeah, we might as well, since we know where we're going here, we might as well start putting this down. I'm thinking the shelves might be a different texture just to break it up a little bit. You know, I don't know. We'll see. Why can't I get that one? There we go. But this is a good start. And we're still debating on the pergola. Interesting. So if I put tiles down here, it changes the look. But I don't know that I hate that, so we'll... Actually, kind of think I like the dirt more now that's doing that, so we might keep that. But yeah, so things are going well. Been playing a lot of Borderlands, and I'm very excited. All sorts of stuff going on. So I think I've mentioned it. I never put like an announcement video. I probably should. I'm a Dinkum partner, so that's exciting. Means I get to share all the goodness about Dinkum. Have you heard the good word about Dinkum? And then I also got my YouTube partner back after 10 years of not making videos. Thus I can do polls and things again. I never did memberships, I don't know anything about them, and I don't know what the deal is with ads, so a lot of this is going to be me figuring out as we go. But it's exciting. Thanks to people hanging out and chatting and all that jazz. It got me some stuff back that I haven't had for years. So very excited. Alright, let's go ahead. I need to go get my some of my other tools. Let's keep throwing this down while we're over here. That gator's gonna take 6 years to come visit me, so that's fine. He can be as grumpy as he wants to be, I don't care. Alright, let's keep this moving. But I'm also more excited to talk about, oh, is he here? No. I'm giving myself a challenge this October to release a video every single day. And so, I have started planning already, what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have to do a bunch of batch recording to make this happen, because I'll be gone for like half of the month, actually. But yeah, so we're gonna release a video every single day in October is the goal. And then maybe do some silly late night Halloween stream, even though, I mean, people are probably out and about on Halloween. But for folks who aren't, or when they get back, we can find some shenanigans to get into. Alright, what I want is some Spark Soup. But we're going to be doing a kind of a poll on my Discord to kind of pick games, which will be exciting, as well as some of the games I've already decided we're going to do. And I picked up a bunch yesterday. And one comes out tomorrow. I'm very excited for the sequel to Strange Horticulture. Strange Antiquities comes out, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Now, I was looking for Spike Soup. Whatchamacallit? Spark Soup. I don't know if we have any left. I thought I left over one of these toolboxes, though, so let's see. Not in this one. Not in this one. Not seeing that yet, so again, all the more reason we need to organize. But we also, it's Sunday, we need to check what we have to do today. Ooh, we got an alpha to do. Yeah, wow, a lot of stuff comes in on Sundays. Alright, we'll go investigate. 3 cooking tables. And a bush devil. So we'll do that. I am going to grab some stuff to move things. Where is my dolly? Am I... Oh, I'm literally right there. Right where it's always been. Brilliant. So cooking table, I don't think needs anything special, but just in case it does, we'll grab our green items and get that a-moving. And we're going to bring this over and get that going. I'm also going to turn on the air because it is toasty in here today. There we go. Alright. So we're kind of moving over into a work in progress. We need to make ourselves 3 cooking tables. And I don't remember what we need for a cooking table, to be honest, because I generally make 1. You know? Let's see. Cooking table... Palm, nails, tin, tin. Alright, we can do that. What we can't really eat... There we go. There. Now we got some breathing room. Alright, we need palm wood, tin, and some nails. And we'll make 3 of them. Nice. We'll go grab some food for the alpha fight. If we don't have it already... Oh, we have it already. We're fine. We'll just do triple crock skewer. So we get that going. We also need to pick up shells today, thresh some grass, and then whatever everyone tells us, since we have to talk to 3 separate people today. So we'll talk to them on the way out of town to do the alpha. And who are we talking to? We're talking to Franklin, Milburn, and Theodore. Alright. Yes, yes, I understand it's cold. Do you need anything, friend? Ooh, orange is my favorite color. Yes, I'll buy that. All right, let's... And you might notice today I took the border off the gameplay. I don't know if we like that better or not. You'll have to tell me. Yeah, we'll switch to orange. Why am I wearing a mining helmet? That's just gonna burn out. Ooh, did I catch that just in time? Interesting. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, I got to sell to John, too. When I cut down all the trees, I got some stuff. We'll go see what Theodore needs. And then we're gonna go and do the alpha fight. Alright, I wanna chat. What do you need today, my friend? Jungle perch. Alright, I think I already have some caught over in our fishing area, so we'll get that too. And who else? We're gonna need to talk to Franklin, so let's go find him. I like it no border, but can be okay with it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it no border, I think. I think we're changing it up. You know? I'm changing it up, trying to take it a little more seriously, do a little more, you know. Alright, I did that thing for you. Oh yes, here's the tables. Excellent, thanks for the money. More importantly... do you need anything? Sure. I don't think I've ever gotten a scarf in the game. It's winter, we should wear a scarf. Let's, Can it go on my head though, or do I lose the beard? Oh, I can, nice. Alright, I like it. Ooh, look, it's like a little cape. That's great, love it. Okay, so we've done their tasks other than the perch, which I think we have. Let's see where that alpha is. We have to go... Oh, basically where we're going. We can take the mine teleporter since we're closest. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna be playing a lot of different games for October since, again, a video a day. You know, they're not gonna be crazy long. I'm thinking like 22 minutes, you know, pretty average kind of gameplay daily video in October. Calling it Creeptober, I think. I think that's what I settled on. Alright. So we need a river perch, and I need to eat some more food. That's fine. And do I have my fish book on me? No, but I think the river perch are these ones up here, maybe? That's a grunter jungle perch. I think that's what he wanted, right? Yes, we got the jungle perch. Cool. So we can put the grunter down. And we can put this butterfly down. Because we don't need them. But I do need to catch some bugs, so if I have a net on me... I do, good. For our daily task. Great, I'll throw that down here because we don't really need it. Alright, let's go take on this alpha. And of course, grab one or two more bugs if we see them. Now let's see if we get the bugs done while we're over here. That way we don't have them clogging up the inventory. There's a fly. Beautiful. Bug hunting done for the day. Alright. Now we can go take on an alpha. And again, shouldn't be too bad. I really would love a couple more jackaroos. I would like the antlers so I can get the hammer. That'd be great. I think I've had exactly 2 jackaroo fights. And one of my villagers wanted the horn, so I had to give up the horn. Oh, there he is. Hello, friend. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm on fire and he bit me. Root. Alright, that's fine. He'll come down eventually and come get me. In the meantime, I'll just take a little rest, heal up. Come on, friend. You can find me. You're almost there. There you... Oh, gosh. No, get up. Ow. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. This is bad. I feel like he's hitting harder than normal. Oh, you know why? Because normally I have 1 fruit salad in me. It gives me extra defense. Ew, mistakes were made. That's what's going on here. Alright. Whew. Whew. That was a little more unexpected than I planned on it being. Can't just be so cocky. You know, you can try to brute force it through a lot of life, but... Ugh. Alright, I think that's probably fine. Let's stand up. Oh, how'd I miss that? Alright, we'll play it smart. Alright, we're doing okay. Oh! Get to the water, get to the water. Again, I think we're fine. Yeah, oh. How? How did he... See, that happens sometimes. What the... He'll stun you sometimes while he's dazed. So he'll shoot the fireball during a daze and throws you off. Alright. That was a little closer than it should have been, but we got him. Which is really all that matters. Alright, we're healing up there a bit. That's enough. We're fine. We'll just stay away from gators. I'm just gonna thrash some grass. Yeah, there's a gator over there. Let's avoid. And we do need to get some shells. I'm seeing a surprising dearth of them, but maybe I need to go more to the sands. What is that texture? Oh, it's just winter texture over here. Here. Interesting. Alright. There is beach around here, right? So yeah, it's you know, MediumCore is going well, having fun with the challenges. Starting to feel like we're building up a base that's kind of useful. There's all the shells we need. Lovely. Great, that's done. I thought I saw a critter I've never seen before. Where'd it go? Oh no, that's a fish. What is that? Is that a fast-moving critter or is that a fish? Oh, it's a fish. It's a... What do you call it? The tigerfish. Alright, we'll go back to here. And we'll turn that off. This way we can teleport home, turn all these things into the people we need to turn into, and then we'll be done. So, back to games. So we're going to be doing a video a day in October, and I'm going to start with Dredge, because I'm trying to do like cozy-ish, creepy-ish games, or mystery-type games. So we're definitely going to start with Dredge. We are going to do the 2-point museums. We're going to unlock and get ourselves over to the Haunted Museum. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. And then we're gonna do some new games that I don't really know anything about. I literally went on Steam last night and put in the categories cozy and horror and found 3 of them that look interesting to quaint, and so we're gonna place them. And we'll see what people like, and that's the games we'll continue later on in the month. Okay, so that's... Oh, we gotta do the Milburn's thing. So where is that? Where's the question mark? Oh, it's up here. That's not far at all. So yeah, I think it should be a blast. And we're gonna get that going sooner than later. You'll see it, well, you'll see it in October. I'm gonna start recording stuff sooner than later. Now I am going to be annoyed that I have so much stuff in my inventory, aren't I? Yes. Because there's some goodies there that I like. Is there anything here I do not care about? Most of these shells I don't care about. Oops. We can come back for shells. I don't care about bones. There we go. That's fine. Cool. Alright, tasks done. So now we just need to give in this fish. And I think we have all of our tasks completed for the day. Which is good, because that took up a lot of day, actually. Yeah, I want to get that pearl, because I kind of used all mine to make my pool. I said I don't care about bones. Nice. We have not yet died. We've gotten pretty close multiple times. Do I have regular meat? Yes, I do. Gotta do our baiting, because this is what gets us our keys. And I'm feeling pretty good down on the second level of the mines. We may... Do I need to talk to him? No, I just need to talk to Theodore. I'm feeling pretty good at second level of the mines, so I'm thinking, hey, Lady Kitsunaki, Kitsun Sasuke, this game is fun. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for saying hello. This game is wonderful. I adore this game. It has all the best bits of Animal Crossing. It has enough combat that's just close enough. And I'm playing with some custom rules that I'm trying to honor here with this MediumCore rules. There's a lot to them. We'll talk about them later. I do at least once an episode. But let's see. I got to chat to him. And as you get more, you unlock things. It's all wonderful, and I love it. All right, Alpha Bush Devil. Yep, because here's some money. Thanks so much, friend. More importantly, hey, thank you so much for subscribing and liking. That's the thing, I forgot about that. Yes, thank you for subscribing and liking. That's huge. I love that. I want to chat. Here you go. I gotta give him his fish. So part of the rules we're playing with right now is if I talk to someone, I have to do their little chore every day. If I ignore them, I don't have to. Green comfy shoes. It's probably time for some new sneakers. Let's try these on. All right, I don't know if they go with the orange, but whatever. We can pretend they're turquoise. Turquoise and orange being two of my favorite colors. In fact, they were my wedding colors. Because turquoise is my wife's favorite color, and orange is mine. All right, so we were organizing, so we're gonna start bringing stuff over and setting up our base. I like how it shows the owl down there. You know, we will here, put this down. Pick that up and now. We built this pool. I'm still not done with it. It's a start. Everything's a start. Everything's a project. Okay, we'll leave that there for right now. What do I want to do? I want to look at lighting because we've unlocked a bunch of lights. Street lamp. I don't really want to use up iron right now. Copper's kind of fun, and you know, let's do some copper. So copper bars, quartz, and glass bulbs. What do we got? We got a little bit of copper. We have very little quartz. So that's a bit of a problem, actually. Oops. Well, I guess we'll take the 2 quartz we have. That means I know where we'll be later. And bulbs, I think I just bought over. We got TK and LK. I like it. All right, let's see here. We got copper ball. Let's try. We'll make them 2. We'll make 2. Whatever. And what do these look like? I've never actually seen them. Oh, they're big. Actually, maybe we'll do something like this. Overall, yeah, I think I like that. So we'll do the same over here. Do I have my? I'll have to get my power tools. And in the meantime, we can just kind of park this over here. We'll park it up here and get rid of it later. All right. Nice. I like some light in here. All right, let's see. We got the flooring down on this section. I do need to figure out what I'm going to do for flooring on the walls. I think right now it's going to basically just be concrete. Although we got gravel. No, gravel doesn't go down. But concrete does. Marble path feels excessive. I know. Where is my banana? Where is your banana? Yeah, we'll make some. I know I have some in another chest, so we'll just go get it. Basically, I got to bring all these chests over here anyway. What does that make me? Where is your banana? Where is your uniform? Yeah, it's a SpongeBob meme that was big on TikTok. That's what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm thinking of. All right, let's see here. Doo-doo-doo-doo. No. 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 Thank you. Yeah, the bat glider is lovely. It's a bat. I'm Batman. It's the only glider I have on this save so far. And thank goodness, because it's so useful. And I'm a firm believer if a game has fishing and or a glider in it, it makes it a good game. So that's why I love this one. And Story of Seasons, the most recent one, Grand Bazaar, has both a glider and a fishing rod. And it's a great game. It's a slower game. It's a much slower game, but I kind of enjoy the slowness of it. But yeah, this is a special one you get in the mines. And I'll take that out. I forget why I came over here, but I mean, I know I came over to get more stuff. Yeah, we'll bring this back with us. A dooby-dooby-doo. I'm a-running across the land. Make myself seasick. We'll come across our beautiful bridge. Man, this bridge is like one of my favorite things I've built. I love it so much. And then we'll come over here, and I'm thinking I need a door maybe here at some point. That way I don't have to keep running all the way to the corner. So we might move the door. Alright, so concrete's what I wanted to take a look at. I'm gonna need to make more. You're just getting a cure game, your husband is buying something new to play. Fantastic, lucky you. What a nice present. There are so many different types of games out there. There's so many wonderful games. It's a great hobby. It can eat up your time. I mean, I've been playing computer games for... I'm trying to think how young I was when we started. 36 years? Ooh. Sounds right. So, you know, I have a few hours under my belt in gaming in general. My tastes have changed over time, which is not surprising, because I'm more into cozy games now, and I'm looking for cement. I'm also looking for rock, and we are going to go and put our grinders out. Alright, so let me think. Normally I'm doing more smelting and wood, so grinders can go at the back here. And we're going to do 5 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I do too. They've grown on me, for sure. They've definitely grown on me, for sure. Alright, let's... And once we have all 10 of our grinders, you can just go in a circle, and it's lovely. I'm also thinking I might do a bump out on the wall and put a light here at the end of each of these corridors when we get the dirt printer. And we'll just do 2 passes right now. That should get us enough for what I want to work on. What's over there? Looks like a dog got eaten. Which, if that's the case... I'll get the free meat. Alright. Hello, buddy. Don't mind me. I just ignore the free meat I have. So, we got some options, but I think I want to do the cement path. That should be enough for now. Let's see what that gets us as a texture if we go this way with it. Don't worry, we're going to go back and do that light too in a moment. Alright, we're actually going to need to make a little bit more concrete, or cement. Yeah, that's going to work. These actually won't need it because they're going to go away in a moment. Once I find where did I put my dirt printer and compactor? I'll have to find them. They're around somewhere, but we'll pop this up for a second. Put that down there, and then put the light back. Yeah, that's gonna work. That's gonna work lovely. Although, how high is that? I'm half tempted to actually sink the lights into the floor. I wonder if I can run across them if they're sunk. Right, yeah, I should play weird popcorn music. I would like a musical tile that when you run over it plays notes of the theme song or something. Alright, let's go. Elder Scrolls games, excellent games. Wonderful choice. I'm mostly a Skyrim player. I know the others, but I've only really played Skyrim. I was big on WoW. Spent way too much time. I love WoW. Don't get twisted. But mostly played solo. I mean, I had a guild I was in, but that's just really for chatting, and I did a lot of the pet collecting. So I definitely wasn't a raider or anything. But love WoW. World of Warcraft. Stardew Valley, Terraria. Terraria is kind of, I wouldn't call Terraria a cozy game, but it has cozy aspects. I am concerned though that I can't find my power tools. And maybe I shoved them in this chest, I sure hope. Nope. So a bit nervous that I'm not seeing. I loved it. It was a great game, but man, it's a lot. This is a little bit concerning now, because I don't think I have any other chests, unless I'm just totally missing them. I'm not seeing my compactor or my dirt printer anywhere. Did I put them over in here for some reason? By accident? No. I'm not holding them, right? Alright, well, you know what? The best thing I can do is just keep moving everything over, organize what I have, and they'll pop up, hopefully. Hopefully. Or I'll have to make them again, which would be a bit of an actual nightmare. Because they were not cheap, and I don't know why I wouldn't have them. I don't think I have this fish, and I don't think it counts for the... I mean, I'll have to go to the library. Alright, I'm confused. Let's do some... Here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna shove a little bit. And then we're gonna go organize things. We're gonna have to print signs anyway, so... Maybe I have a chest in my house, though, if I forgot about. That's always possible. Let's just keep running everything over. That's a benefit of going until late, is you can kind of just run everything over, and then, you know, there's not much, you're not losing time. And then tomorrow we'll do another day and do some more actions, but we'll park this here. It's definitely not in there. Oh, there they are. I was just totally oblivious. Okay. Whew, crisis averted. We'll figure out what to do about this goatfish eventually. Actually, I do want to check my Wikipedia. Fish. Maybe we have found a goatfish before? No, that's a new fish, but it says it's not a fish. Is it a decoration? And what is it? Looks like a fish to me. Alright, well, we'll turn that in, figure that out later. In the meantime, let's get rid of some dirt stuff here. And we'll go from there. Boop, boop. Get that down, and then we can get rid of this excess dirt. Lovely. Alright, that already feels much better. I'm going back and forth on the light, to be honest. I'm thinking maybe the lights will be on the fence and not in here. I mean, up until we need it, I guess we can just not put stuff in that spot. So, not a big deal. Alright. So we know food, cooking, and crafting's gonna go here. We know that this is all the crafting type supplies, and we're gonna put down tons of chests. So do I have my furniture chest with me? I do have one of them. This is not the one I want. Because what I'm looking for is, I've picked up so many chests throughout all of our endeavors that I want to be able to start utilizing them and not have to make my own. So we can start getting organized, because this whole looking through 48 things is for the birds, y'all. But let's go ahead and just keep bringing stuff over. We'll also bring the board over, so in the mornings, if there's something we gotta craft, we can check it real quick. Alright. What's most useful? That's foods. We'll bring this one over. Actually, where is... There's what I want. 10 green chests. I don't really particularly care about the color, to be honest, so using any of them is totally fine. And we'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, phew, exactly 10 kills. I was getting nervous there. So I'm very glad we found those. I should also give you all a heads up, tonight is going to be a shorter stream. So we're going to do probably 2 more Dinkum days. I need to wrap up tonight around 10 p.m. my time, so... I normally try to do 2.5 to 3 hours. Tonight, it's be probably closer to 2 hours of streaming. Because it's Tuesday night. My Sunday night streams tend to be a little longer, and then this past week it was great because of just timing it worked out. I was able to almost do a bit of a Saturday stream, and then did the Sunday as well. Alright, let's go ahead and get this going over. And I'm just literally running these boxes over right now. I'm not worried about organizing in really any meaningful way. I do also want to get rid of... I do know how to carve a door, and I think we are going to put the door right here. I don't know if that's actually the middle. No, the middle is this one. But we're going to put the door here because that's what makes sense. And you know what? Why don't we do that now? Where is my dirt printer? Right here. So we can cheat a little bit, I think. Oh no, we can't because the compactor has to be a level below. So we'll just do this. Where did I put that shovel? There it is. Do you call me Josh? Yeah, Josh is perfect. It's a really old username that I've just never gotten rid of, and at this point it's been my online identity, so I still use the Josh SDH everywhere. It's initials. But yeah, Josh is perfect. You can call me Josh, or hey you, or streaming guy, whatever, I don't care. Yeah, we'll put a door here for now, that just makes life a little easier. Again, I'm still not 100% what we're gonna make that back wall. I don't hate the sand, but I think I want something. Alright, let us go over here and grab a few more chests. You did like Batman? I like Batman too. Now the thing about Batman though is there's so many of them. And I like, you know, I don't mind a dark broody Batman. But there's something fun about the really old campy ones from the 60s. There's a gentleness to them that I think the world is lacking right now. But I think there's a reason Batman resonates more now than Happy Superman. Although I was very happy with the new Superman movie. That was a nice surprise to kind of see a hopeful, kind Superman. I'm a fan of that type of attitude and optimism. When possible. Yeah, you gotta be real, but... I think we're gonna move the wishing fountain. I don't know that I like it in my front yard. We'll find a place for it, probably over in the town square at some point. Alright. And Dinkum is still showing us 100% on our little poll. So for those of you who voted in our poll, thank you. And we'll keep moving here. So, I want to just finish getting all these boxes. So many boxes. It'd be nice if I could drop boxes on my truck and just drive the truck over with all the boxes on it, which actually would be excellent. It's like bulk move storage containers. See, here's the deal. I would like the dirt wall if I could guarantee it looked like this every time. With the dirt lines all the way down, like making panels. It's just so weirdly inconsistent. I think it's based off of what the... I don't know what it's based off, to be honest. Alright. We'll get a few more chests and we'll sleep. And then we'll be able to see what tomorrow's challenge brings. And then, of course, we're going to have to organize all this at some point. Not yet, but at some point. What do we got? 1, 2, 3... You know, we'll take one more and then I think I'm ready to see what the next day brings. We'll get the rest of tomorrow night. So let's grab those now. Go past our jet ski. And we'll throw these down. Lovely. We're gonna be making a bunch of signs, so I gotta go get sign making materials too, and the sign writer. Alright. Let's sleep. I was like, when did we do fishing? I think I just picked up a fish, but it's the pearl. I forgot that picking up critters counts. Have I never talked to Sally? I guess I've never talked to Sally. Who knew? What are you sending me, John? A piece of corn. Thanks, friend. Alright, we'll go empty our inventory before we go anywhere. And again, since we're going to be doing organizing, I'm actually going to full-on shove stuff now, which I never normally do. But we're going to... Actually, I want that food. We are going to be reorganizing all of this stuff anyway. So it doesn't really matter if it's organized now or not. It does hurt my heart a little bit to be just shoving things in boxes, though. Now we have to go deal with this goatfish, which means we have to go catch one still anyway, but at least we can donate it. And we have more crafting supplies, so we're gonna go ahead and start putting them up here. Yeah, the signs go behind them. I was trying to remember where I put my signage. I have to pick up every one of these because I didn't put concrete down. Oh well. At least now I know where they are. What else we got? Shove. I'll keep the tools on me just so I don't freak out about them again later. And we'll drop that. Okay. We got breathing room. Also, apparently I unlocked some more points. Who knows, maybe we'll have to talk to Fletch and get a couple more permits going. So, we got some jellies, come on, show me some keys. Not a great day for keys, but not an awful day. I gotta make a bunch of barrels too, for critters. You'll see later. But, oh, Jackaroo, I was saying I wanted one. Now these I do worry a little about, actually. So, do I have crops in? No. I gotta go see if I have any fruit salad. Because I worry the Jackaroo would actually kill me without a defensive food. Because I think it's the hardest one for me. I don't know if it's meant to be. What do we got for defense? Hearty stew? Yeah, you know what? That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. And I'm surprised I have no fruit salad. I could make a fruit salad, though. Fruit salad is my go-to. This feels like trying to find something when you're in the middle of moving. Guess I cannot make any fruit salad. Well, we'll put all that away then. Alright, but hearty stew's not bad. And it's a Monday, so we're going to talk to Franklin no matter what. Who wants this? Milton. So we're going to get Milton's task and Franklin's task. And possibly John's, because I have all those beehives to sell. So let's go talk to Milton. I can actually put some money in the bank anyway if I'm talking to him. Yeah, I can get some scallop shells. Alright, so that's that. We'll go here and talk about the fish. Let's see what he wants. Blue moon butterfly we can get. We already have some. Beautiful. I bought you a goatfish. So does that add it to my pedia now? Or do I have to catch it to add it to the pedia? I think I have to catch it to add to the pedia, unless it's critter. Interesting, yeah, so I don't know how that works, but we'll figure that out later. Okay, so we need jackaroo and scallop shell, blue moon butterfly for him. Let's go talk to Franklin. What do we got? We got a marble bench. Vine fence, I think I have, yeah. And what do we got here? Wooden, I don't think I have. Yeah, I'll buy that. Alright, let's see what he wants for dailies. No, actually, I am wasting your time because I don't want you to make me anything. Alright, I want to chat. Yes, I can do that. Alright. You never know what they're going to ask you for, but I like it when they ask you for reasonable things and not, you know, rare alpha jackaroo drops. Let's go sell some of these. I broke 3 of them trying to get them on the truck, which is a bit of a bummer. Get out of the truck and pick these up, thank you. You know, on average, it's like 40,000 lost. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and throw this up here. It is a nice way to get some income. If you chop down, you know, like 800 trees worth of wood, you'll get a bunch of hives. And last but not least, lovely. We are going to do our supply run, so we're going to buy pretty much everything he sells, or a good chunk of it. I've never bought the machine book. I don't know if I mean, I don't need it. Yeah, I don't want to sell anything. I want to just buy this. You're just in the way. There we go. And how did he become the toll master of the mining? It's a lot of money I have to pay him just to go hang out in the mines. Alright, that's pretty good. So it's a good thing we sold him all that stuff. And then we need to do his task. No, again, I just want to talk to you. So, he's gonna have some things for us before we go hunt this jackaroo. Alright, so we need shells, a butterfly, but more importantly, we need to go kill a jackaroo. So, that's gonna have... Oh man, that's like right by where we're going anyway. Love to see that. In that case, let's take the car and pick up our shells. This blue moon butterfly. What else do they sell? Fruit? I can't sell fruit. Catch bugs I can, and craft tools I can. Okay. So, one of the MediumCore rules I think I'm going to change is there's lots of selling rules. I think I'm going to update it that if you have a daily task, like sell butter, to sell fruit, sell fish, that you're allowed to actually sell that to John. If it's your daily task, but only the number you're supposed to sell. I think that seems reasonable. Alright, we gotta find where we shoved our shell box. Nope. 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 I thought I had it. This might still be over. It's still back there. My junk box is over here still. Okay, what do we need? We need 3 Nautilus, a cooked drumstick. That we can do here while we're here. So somewhere over here is meat. Yes, we're organizing this tonight. Have to do it. Full stop. Not there. That's a prime meat. No, I want my drumsticks. There we go. I was like, I know I have... Oh, that's the giant. There we go. Raw drumstick. And I just bought a grill, so that's going to be easy enough to put down. And we'll cook the raw drumstick. Beautiful. Batman, go! Over the pool. Alright, so we're gonna run over and get our shell box, which I think is right there. Because I don't think we moved it yet. Yeah. And someone wanted a blue moon butterfly. Nice, okay. So now all of our duties are done other than the jackaroo, so... we can talk to everybody except for jackaroo. So let's get that done. Yeah, I have scallop shell. I have all of the shells, my friend. I would like a reward. 1 croco skewer seems reasonable. That's totally fine. This wasn't too bad. I like when they're not hard to honor their requests. It's kind of nice. All right, let's see here. Want to chat? We'll go ahead and get this into you. Hello, here's your blue moon butterfly. Wooden chest of drawers is always nice. Thank you. It's just more storage for in the house. Run over to Franklin. Give him his free meat. Ooh, double free meat and some springs. Interesting. I think that means they killed birds. Alright, we'll give him his goodies. Hello! I did get you a cooked drumstick. What do we got? What do we got? Green sweatpants. Great. They'll match my green shoes. Nice, we'll get over to John, and then we'll have plenty of time to work on our storage system and get an organizing that. I think these are empty, yes? Yeah, that's just like a little excess storage I made to make it look like John has excess inventory. Alright, want to chat. This is for you. Ooh, I love when I get a new recipe. That's actually quite nice. Alright, let's go fight this jackaroo. So again, this is one I'm a little nervous about. But the hearty stew gives extra defense. So in theory, we should be pretty good with it. And we're gonna take our teleport pad that we keep over by the mines. And head on over. And we will heal first. Assuming the jackaroo is not like... He's right over there. There he is. Looking angry. Look at those big old horns. I don't think he can drop 2, but it'd be sure great if he did. He's looking right at me. Alright. Alright, we gotta jump over. It doesn't hit that bad when I have defensive food, so I can take a few hits. We're fine. Never mind. Alpha's jackaroo's kind of harmless. Yeah, we can just tank the damage. Hey, we got 2 antlers too. Oh, that's flippin' awesome. What day of the week is it? Monday. Yeah, he's so cute. And he's dead now, but he's so cute. But that is stellar that we got 2 antlers because I think that's what we need to do the better hammer. What did I eat? I ate 2... one second. I'll tell you in a second. Let me go. 2 crock sticks and 1 hearty stew. Yeah. And that gave me, I don't know what the star means, but I got a defense buff with a star, a hunting buff, and then health gen and lots of excess health. So that made that actually pretty tanky. That wasn't bad at all. What do you need to make a hearty stew? Hearty stew. That's not bad for ingredients at all. That's relatively cheap. I mean, don't get it twisted. It's not as good as the double you get from this guy. Prime roast is really where it's at. But it's also pricey in terms of what you have to grow. Alright, let's take out... oh, what is this? Oh, concierge jacket, how fancy. Let's go tell this friend that we did his task. And we should probably put some money in the bank. What is our account at right now? No. No, prime roast you get from killing the alphas. They drop the fancy meat. Yeah, we're so low on money. I really need to get 1 million in the bank again so I can start selling things in piles of 50. Alright, we are gonna talk to Fletch. Just to see if there's any good licenses we want. Fish ponds. I think we want fish ponds. That sounds like something we want. Okay. Let's consider what we're gonna do. I need more wood panels, and I know eventually I'm gonna use all of these ones up. So I'm gonna use nothing, because I already shoved it somewhere else, so we'll get that later. I'm gonna keep moving these boxes. We're gonna get this done. I do think we'll leave the recycling behind here. I like that. I don't know what we're gonna do with this platform. We might leave this here and put something here. Maybe we'll make a nice, well, not with the recycling kind of in the back alley. I don't know, we'll figure that out. What's in this box? Sure, our plant box. And I'm putting a little bit of the cart before the horse because this type of crafting area really is better when you have the auto sorter and when you have the smart crafting table. But, you know, baby steps. Seems to me before the restaurant moved in, I thought she sold roasts and tent. No, you're not wrong. That does happen. She has sold the roast before. But I think she sells like the one at a time, right? So it's not... But you can get them. It's totally worth buying it when you can. I could talk to Sally, but I don't know that I need to. You know, yeah, maybe we'll put a park over there, and we'll put the meteorologist, the weather station, and maybe we'll move the Dangerous Wish Fountain over there. Alright, so we've done everything we have. We can't sell fruit, but we also have to catch some bugs and make a tool. The tool's kind of a waste because there's no tools I need to make, but we'll make something just to do what we have to do. Alright, I think we need one more bug. Let's go ahead and grab that. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get the, this chest. I'm not crazy, right? I can't put the chest, like, on the car. It was worth a shot. I had hoped I could, but, you know. Baby steps. Yeah, while I'm just throwing this chest down, so I can kind of show you my fun graphic I was working on. I think it's this one here. And so I'm very excited for that. Starting with dredge. That's what a truck is for. I know, right, Tango Kilo? Although, I mean, I did learn that there's actually storage in the truck, which is wild that I never knew that. We're going to do cozy fun games. We'll start with dredge. We're going to do some 2-point museum. And then we're going to do other games that I've acquired. Let's see, I think I have a list here. I can run this and look at my Steam on my phone, because I can multitask. So, we picked up a couple of games that I've never played. I'm going in totally sight unseen on them. And they are... How do I see my library? Library. Recent games. Oh, I think you've actually had to play them for them to show up on this list. Well, that's not helpful. Well, Dredge, 2 Point Museum, and then some new ones I just bought. I'll have to go to my actual proper Steam page to see that. But one of them is like these cute little animals that are solving a mystery. It's kind of like a visual story thing. One of them is about a Victorian era, and it's a digital like storybook, kind of like Coffee Talk, a Victorian era vampire, and helping her. Ooh, something else. What we got here? Another vote. Another Dinkum vote. Excellent. Hey, Sem. Oh, Sem Raid. Well, thank you all so much for being here. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Good evening to you all. It is a raid. That's so exciting. Thank you all so much for joining. Hello, hello. Me raid. Very good. Sem Black, welcome. Right now we are just tidying and we're talking about oh my god, there's so many of you. Hello, everybody. Well, that is wild. Thanks for being here. We're moving stuff over into storage, so you know, you missed most of the daily stuff we had to do. We did take out the Alpha Jackaroo, and we're now starting to finally feel like we're settling in a home. Hello, yes, hello to everyone, welcome. We're playing MediumCore rules, which is a modification of AJ's hardcore rules, or hard mode rules. They're a little easier. I mean, you still have 5 lives. Things... I actually gotta move my live counter. 1 second. Noticing it's like in my food area. Let's... We'll pop that over. Not the game. But, you know, it helps when you unlock the text widget. That helps to make it easier to move. And you might have to lock your game capture. I tell you, I have streamed before, I promise. If I can figure out... There it is. Now we can move it. We'll just slide that over there. Actually, no, we'll put down here by us. Perfect. Much better. We're trying new things tonight. We got rid of the border I normally have around me. There we go. Okay. Well, hello, Raiders. Thank you so much for being... Oh my god. Hello, all the Raiders. I looked over a minute ago and I was like, oh, there's 40. The 100. My goodness. Well, hey, everybody. Welcome. This is my very messy storage area we're working on in hopes that eventually... And I mean eventually, it ain't gonna happen anytime soon, we're gonna get the auto sorter. But I wanted to start putting things right, because it's been a little wild. So first things first, we are gonna need to cut a stupid amount of wood, which luckily I have a stupid amount of wood. And I have a decent amount of table saws somewhere. Maybe in my storage. Look, I've been... This is like when people come over unexpectedly, embarrassed. Like, I've been shoving things. I'm not gonna lie, it's a hot mess. But we've been having fun. Let us find where I shoved all of my table saws, so I could put a floor down under them, and then I shoved them in a box because I had to go kill an alpha. But you know, Dinkum problems. We'll keep those out because we're gonna need them soon. None of this looks like table saws yet. Alright, let's see here. Let us see. Maybe I am not seeing them. But feel free to vote in the poll. Knowing where you're all coming from, I think I know what your answer is going to be. Oh yes, please do the like button. Feel free to like, subscribe, all the normal YouTube stuff. I'm very bad at asking people to do that, so we're going to try to be better at that. So do that thing, please. If you want to. I don't know. No pressure. No pressure. You do you. Okay. Why am I not seeing... Here's how we're gonna cheat. I'm just gonna keep hitting this until the one I have in my inventory disappears, and then I'll know that's the right chest. We have like 9 of them somewhere. There it was, that found them. Told you we'd find it one way or the other. Alright, attendance check. Alright, so if we're gonna do this, we're gonna go ahead and... I think I just want to do 10 down the line, so that's... Whoops. 1... I don't have 10 on me, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that's how we're gonna do that. And then we'll fill in as we get more. But now this is great, because we can just kind of go like this. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and chop down a ridiculous number of wood. No, don't worry, I'm not gonna chop all 400 right now, I don't think. Welcome to the stream as we do chores. And Dinkum can be a chore simulator, and there's something very relaxing about it. I enjoy Dinkum when we are chopping down trees. That's something I'll plant, you know, 400 or 500 trees, and then put a podcast on and chop them all down, eat some good stamina foods, and go to town. In fact, I gotta do some replanting soon, because that's the reason I have all this wood. This should be good for now. Okay. Let's finish our flooring, because it's bothering me, and then we will figure out our lives. That's good for now. Oh, thank goodness for multi-crafting. So nice. We still don't know what the actual walls are going to be. I haven't found a texture I like yet. So that is something that's still on the docket and will be coming at some point. I also need to make a bunch more concrete before I can actually use these chests for storage. So we'll do that now and get that done. The question is, did I put my building stuff over here? And the answer is yes. Where's my stone, though? Oh dear. Let's make sure it's not in my inventory and I'm running around. Nope, it's not. I promise you, before we start streaming tonight... Oh, there's my missing fruit salad. See? We're finding all the things we needed. Fruit salad is my go-to, by far, as my daily food. Normally I'll just eat 3 of those, and that covers my food needs for most of what I do in Dinkum. Unless we're fighting alphas or going to the mines, then I play a little safer. I've not died yet on this save. I've gotten very close. Very, very close multiple times. I know we have more stones, because we need it for our cement to do... I'll take this chest, though. And the reason I'm being kind of finicky is I have a set thing in my mind of where I want to put what, and I want most of my building materials on the part that doesn't have cement down. And I am loath to just dig that all up and move it just so I can start organizing. Am I just not seeing it? Pine cones kind of look like dirt to me, so I always confuse them. No, so the cement is somewhere. Ah, there's my stone. That's all I needed. Again, we're gonna fix this all up. Okay. What's that over there? I don't care about a feather. So Raiders, what have you been up to this fine evening? How was the previous stream? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Sam, for being here. Yeah, it's gonna take him a while to get to us. We have done 2 alpha fights tonight, I think. That sound right, everybody? And a bunch of other little tasky things for folks. We're just gonna ignore this croc. He's gonna do croc things, and that's fine. I did be careful though, because I have been bitten through the wall. I don't know if that's supposed to happen. But they can hurt. In fact, let's just take him out just to not have to deal with him later. Oops. Good try. There we go. Nope. There we go. Alright. Just gotta jump around. Oh yeah, what am I doing? I have no room in my inventory. You know, crocs are, they can, just gotta be careful. Just gotta be careful. Alright, let's go ahead and get that in. You know what I don't need to be carrying? That Jezebel butterfly. Goodbye. Fly free, friend. Alright, we're here. Let's get our cement. And I'll say use enough of it, we'll just burn it all. Actually, I might need to make more still. But we can get started. Yeah, we are gonna need, whoop, not up there. We're not entirely sure what that wall is, but I do know for sure it will not be cement, because that'll be too much cement. Alright. So we get that all in and down. And while that's a moving. Yes, welcome to the stream. My name is Josh. stream name's Josh SDH because, I don't know, that's what I used, whatever, 15 years ago, 13 years ago when I started streaming Minecraft. And it's just never changed it. So welcome to the channel. I play lately mostly Dinkum. But I was talking right before you all got here. We are going to be doing a video a day in October. And I'm going for like cozy, comfy, spooky games. There will still be Dinkum streams. So don't worry, that's not going anywhere. Maybe we'll focus on, maybe we'll take a pause on the hard mode, and I think we will do a creative map, and well, I'll try to do spooky builds or something. That's not my forte, so it might be a fun challenge. You've tried Minecraft, LK? I love Minecraft. Minecraft is up there as one of my all-time favorite games. The flavors of Minecraft I like have changed over the years. I used to be strictly vanilla survival player, but I really like modded, all sorts of mod packs. So yeah, Minecraft is up there as one of my favorite games. I actually went to Vegas for the first Minecon. Met Dead Mouse in an elevator. It was very weird. It was surreal. That whole convention in Vegas was surreal. There was a night that ended up where 20 of us, so I knew like 5 of them, 20 of us just got into a stretch Humvee and drove up and down the strip for a couple of hours. None of us knew how we were paying for it. We didn't know if this was a good choice. It ended up working out, but it was crazy. Absolutely crazy. And I loved it. But that's a game I adore. Dinkum is currently my favorite game, bar none. And then I play lots of other stuff, not on the stream necessarily. Like I've been playing a ton of Borderlands. I think my computer would catch on fire if I tried to stream that. And it's not really, you know, the same genre that goes with folks who are loving Dinkum most of the time. You know. But I do love me some Borderlands. If I look at my hours played, things like No Man's Sky, Terraria, these are all the types of games I'm playing a lot. Okay, so I think we're good for basic setup. I need way more lights in here. You're in need of a favorite game, LK? You will find one. I know you said you were getting into gaming, this is gonna be new for you, so you will definitely find a favorite, don't you worry. And just ask people, because everyone's got opinions on best games or favorite games. Mine change over the years. You know, I've played a little bit of everything. I think the only like major franchise that I've never ever played is like Elden Ring. But everything else I've dabbled with. Alright, we're picking up stuff, we're cleaning up stuff. You're staring at a wall by a dumpster, so, you know, to each their own. Since there's somebody here, we'll do a little tour in a little bit here. But really right now, it's mostly just cleaning up and getting ready to organize. 3 years of Dinkum, excellent, nothing wrong with that, Sam. I've not been playing Dinkum that long, honestly. I'd have to go back and see what my first video was, because I think I did a first video like a day after I got it. I know it's not been a year yet, because I've never seen the December content. So that's all going to be new to me this year, and I'm very excited for it. You got this game when Steam had a free weekend, got hooked after 4 hours. Lovely. I'm excited to get my kiddos hooked on it. We were playing 4,000 hours. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I gotta look. Give me a second here. I gotta look at my Steam page. Do I have a Steam page still? Let's see here. I used to have Be Right Back, audio scene, stream. No, I don't. So I'm just gonna look at Steam. You all won't be able to see it, but I will. I'm sitting at just a paltry 238 hours. So, you know, not 238 for me. I'm a baby little player. But man, the hours have flown by. I mean, heck, I've only played on 2 maps. So that's a thing. You know, that's just a thing. All right, let's get our lives in order. So where is my sign machine? Do I have it? You have 0. Fair, LK, but you know what? Yeah, I think you should get the game. And I do think at some point I'll have to do a giveaway and just grab a couple of keys and give them away. Maybe as the channel goes on, we'll look at that. Okay, so I want item signs. So what do we need for that? Hardwood, gumwood, and mangrove sticks. I can make a bunch of them then, because I have all of that, or I can make all of that. So let's see here. Hardwood, gumwood, we're going to have to cut some more. Mangrove stein, beautiful. And let's go, I think I shoved the other gum wood that I had already cut somewhere over here. This is going to be so nice to actually put it all away where it belongs. Again, this is a little bit of the cart before the horse because I don't have the advanced crafting table, so I'm going to have to like run and get ingredients all the time. So that's a little bit of a not ideal. Ah, there it is. But I think it's going to be worth it in the end. Okay. So let's go to our sign maker and make, I don't want the handwritten, I want the items. We'll make as many of these as we can, which looks like about 25 of them. Because eventually we're going to need 18 times 3 times 2. So 36 times 3. We're going to need 108 of them. So 108? Yeah, that sounds right. Eventually. But right now this is fine. And where are my signs? Here we go. So the only thing I don't know is if I'm going to put a sign behind this chest because of the light bulb. So for now, I think we'll leave it blank. And that's why I made these rows all too deep. They are all within range of the auto sorter. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. We're going to shove all of our critters over here. The auto sorter I don't have yet, which is going to go down in this pit. Because then I like it sunk, and then because you can run over it when it's inland. And I'll show you what that looks like once we save here. I can show you my other map where I have kind of the setup already built out. I am kind of replicating something I've done before, but it works for me. All right, this is going to be our wood chest. So we're going to jump on the lid here, and if I can get... There we go. And so we're going to put raw wood and carved wood in here. We're not going to put crafted wood, though. That's going to be in a different area altogether. So that's wood. This is going to be rocks, gems, and minerals. And I think for that, we're going to use a piece of ore. If I can find my ore chest. There we go. So this is stuff we take out of the earth. Actually, we're going to keep the valuables elsewhere. We're going to make a mining chest for the valuables. But we'll take all of our ores and our rock. And I guess marble makes sense as well. And since it doesn't matter that we're shoving right now, it's not the end of the world. We'll come back for it. We'll grab... Oh, there's some wood to put away. And the metal sheets count as ore, so we'll get those done too. Cool. And copper ore is nice and visible, so we'll use that as our icon. Zirconium, of course, would be fancier looking, but whatever. Alright, so we'll put all these ores in here, the rocks, the marbles. That, good. Alright, so we got wood, we got rocks and ore. Beautiful. Let's go back to our crafting box and see what else we normally for crafting. That's more wood. That's not real crafting. So I guess we'll do a valuables box. That doesn't need to necessarily... Well, we can put it there. It doesn't matter for now. We can always move the boxes around later if we find something we like better. So valuables are going to be things like opals. They're going to be things like pearls. So we can put this here. So we got opals up here. I don't think I have a pearl on me right now, but that's where pearls will go. We're going to wait for the mining box later. Now I need my greens box, which is normally in a green box. Must be this one. Did I bring my greens box? Did I not paint it green? Well, that's funny. Normally that's my only green box. Oh, I guess I didn't. Here it is. Alright, let's just shove some stuff in here in the interim. So this is my greens box because it's where the green stuff goes. Oh no, this is a shove box. I have way more green stuff. But that's why we're doing this organized, so we can get rid of all the shove boxes. I think we use cogs for that. So then, yeah, this is the basic idea. I'm not going to make you all watch this. This is this is kind of the process. But what we get when we do this is we organize it all. And we get something that looks a little different. So let's save, and I'll show you my main island, which is not hard mode. But it's a much more further advanced island. Although I haven't played it in weeks because of hard mode. So let's save, and we'll pop to the main menu, and I'll give a little tour of my main land. Can't play any other games anymore. Dinkum captured me. I love that. All right. So let's go ahead real quick and go take a look at my main island. And you'll see that I actually have 3 islands because I did start a creative mode for a video I did, and then I didn't do anything with it. But I gave myself $1 billion, so that's fun. Okay, Streamland. This is my quote-unquote main island, and it's also nowhere near done. And I didn't really decorate at all. I'm trying to do more decorating as I go. But it has the majority of my hours. And I just unlocked my helicopter. I've never used it. So that's fun. Alright, so this is my house and my main land. It's, you know, I did put a little work into the house. It's cluttery. But I'm a fan. I love this room. I love the clutter in this room. I love the bookshelves. That is like one of my favorite items in the game. They're great. I think this is me getting my helicopter. Yeah, there's my helicopter. And apparently some shoes. Yeah, well, the headgear is great. I'm really bummed I don't have it yet in my other save because you can go underwater and do stuff. So this is where we keep the jet ski and the boat. Who knows where it is. Back here is where my dog would live when I get one. Nice little pergola, some outdoor seating. When I stream on this island, sometimes I don't know what I want to do, so I use the spinning, and that tells us what we're going to do today. And so if we were doing that, that's a tie. I think it's closer to 5, so we do mining or key runs. That is a tower because we were testing heights, like how high we could build one night, and I just never got rid of the tower, and so we started decorating it, and I found let's see if I can do it. Yeah, you can get up this high, so you can get a nice, decent view of the land. But here's kind of what we're getting towards. This is the sorting station. And what's lovely about this, once I get all the pieces, is you can do things like... Do I have anything on me? I might have stuff on here. This stuff might sort. Let's see. I don't know why I'm holding all that green stuff. I might have been in the process of moving a chest. But you can just throw everything in here, and if you have chests for it, it shoots them to the chest. And that right there is one of the best mechanics in any crafting type game ever. I adore the auto sorter. It's amazing. I want a version that shoots things into into the grills or into the pots and things. Let's try the helicopter, because I don't think I've ever tried a helicopter since I knew I was just getting it, and that'd be good to try. Let's see, driving. Not that button, not that button. We're gonna figure this out. There it is. So we got our, the town is small on this island. I'm trying to figure out this town. How do we? Nope. Nope. I don't know how to. Oh, nope, that's not it. Oh, come back. Uh-oh. Okay, it came back. I have no idea how to use the helicopter. We're gonna figure this out. It's not that button. That's just normal moving, so it's gotta be one of these. Wait, that's up. That's jumping out, don't do that. That's landing. Why are none of these go? So I'm on a controller. There we go. I just have to lean. Cool. Here we go. So we have here our animals. Obviously I haven't cleaned up after them for a while. This is our little farm area. I tried to decorate a little bit. Add some water features, little waterfalls. The airport is over on the side here. This bridge I love. I like bridges in the game. And so I put the town bell across the middle of it. I think that just makes it really fun. I'm also just realizing now, I thought the bridges were the same distance apart, and I don't think they are. Now, how did I... There we go, that's our move button. Always have to have an orchard. Super helpful. I changed my design, though, on the new map. I like my new one better. Here's our farm, and I'm in Arizona, and in Arizona we have irrigation canals, and this actually makes me very happy because it looks like one. You have a page and way called controls. Now that would make sense. That would make sense to know how to actually do things. Where's the fun of that? And you know, things like your helicopter falling through the world. But this tickles me just because we have these farms out here that like there's like cotton farms and other things, and this is what those irrigation canals look like. And so I was like, you know what? I need to put one into my farm. This is where I grow. Yeah, I do controller. I stick with my controller mostly, and the reason I do controller, I mean, I'm a mouse and keyboard all the way up until I got a Steam Deck. And I will say I've played Dinkum now on the PC with mouse and keyboard for about a minute. I've played on the Steam Deck with a controller. I played on my PC now with a controller, and I played it on the Switch. And controller is the way to go for me. There we go. We'll take off. And I've tried it now on 3 Switches. So I played on the Switch Lite, the OG Switch Generation 1, and the OLED. I do not have a Switch 2 to test it on. And I'm excited to see, I'm excited to see when it all comes out. And my kiddo's very excited. My daughters really want to play. And I don't let them touch my computer. This is the beginnings of our zoo. And so we have our regular gators down there. I'm not entirely sure why I put a volcano in, but why not? And then we have our swamp gators here with like a glowing temple underneath that they kind of hang out at, of our glowing gators. And then of course, no zoo is complete without penguins. Honestly, that's about as much of the island as there is. I did not really go crazy. One thing I do like, I did not replicate it this time, I like using the mines as kind of like a loading zone. That was intentional. I did jump out on purpose, but we'll break that so I can put it back in my backpack. I like using the mines as like a loading dock into my museum. I feel like they fit and go well together. If you've ever been behind museums or behind big old industrial buildings, you got to drive a ramp down to get your truck in for an underground loading dock. I just think it's kind of fun. So I have ideas of what I like to do. This is really kind of thrown together waterfall into the museum. It's a bit much, but I'm not a decorator per se. We do have nice roads. Again, I love bridges in this game. Also one of my favorite features, by far. And then I've tried to do a little bit of landscaping at some of the houses. So out here, he's got a little bit of landscaping. Hey, friend. And apparently some money for me. I don't know why I'm saving. I'm not going to save this day. We're going to go back to our MediumCore. But yeah, that's our little quick island tour. The house is probably where I spent the most time. I just love the idea that you can come and sit and have your coffee. Probably should take this helmet off. And this tune is bald since I mostly am too. That's a closer, that one's a little more accurate looking. Alright, so let's hop out of here and get back into our what was hard mode and is now MediumCore. And if you don't know what that is, this is the MediumCore rules. They're changing a little bit the more I play, and then this is version I think 3 or 4. And so we'll hop in. So if you've seen AJ's hard mode, there's some very similar stuff, but there's a little bit of difference. You have the chance to earn extra lives. There's some building rules you have to follow. The end game goals have been tweaked a bit, including having, I don't know, like 6 unique gliders or all blueprints. And to quote unquote win, you need to get 5 of the end game goals. The selling game rules changed slightly, that you can actually sell things to John if they're not stackable. So things that you can't otherwise sell to people are otherwise claimed elsewhere. I don't care about the bug tipster. So yeah, that's MediumCore. So I've been playing that. One rule we are going to change is I don't have crops. I can't do that. Oh, Dreamlight Valley, Luna Black is an excellent game. My daughter plays it on the iPad and loves it because it's included in Apple Arcade. I forgot to feed my crabs. That's the worst. I always liked the crabbing in this. I grew up on the East Coast of the United States, and we would go crabbing at the Jersey Shore. We would have crab traps, but we'd go to the docks, and we had these weird little triangle things that they kind of just latched onto, and we put hot dogs on them, and that's how we caught the crabs. Yeah, really fond memories with my grandmother, who's 93 now, or will be next week. He'll be 93 next week. 94? 94 next week. But fond memories of her taking me around the shore and going to the docks, the jetties, and would catch crabs, and we'd go home and she'd cook them. And it was lovely. All right, we gotta check our board. But yeah, Dreamland Valley is great. I've not played. Where is our board? Do I have it on me? I might have it on me. I do. Here it is. Right, because I haven't put it in my new house yet because we haven't finished organizing. Crafting requests, 16 palm wood paths. We can totally do that. What's over here? That's just more junk I gotta figure out what to do with. Let's go get the palm wood paths and we'll get the John quest done. So that's one difference between hard mode and medium core, is we only require folks we only have to help people that we actually talk to that day. We still have to do the board, but that's what we talk to. There are different tastes of video game. I'm cool with that. That's right, Luna Black. There's room for everyone at the table. There is enough gameage to go around. That is for sure. Palmwood paths. What do we got? Do we have any made? We have 5 made. All right, we can go make a few more. So grab some palmwood. But yeah, there are so many wonderful, wonderful games out there. The best part is everyone gets to define what wonderful is for them. Perfect. Now we have not gotten any penguins yet. We might get a penguin and put it in our pool. Should we have a pool penguin? I think we should. We can do that later though. Let's do this, talk to John, see what his daily is. We'll drive over there because what's the point of having a big old purple Jeep if you can't drive it around? Then we'll continue our cleanup because, man, we need to. We will also talk to Franklin because we talk to Franklin every day because he's got recipes for us. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and talk to John here. Let's chat. I did that thing for you. Here you go. And we'll pop that in and give that. But yeah, if you're all hanging out in the chat, thank you so much for being here. Again, huge thanks for that massive raid, Sam. That's amazing. I am stoked to have you all here. Feel free to like, subscribe, all the normal YouTube shenanigans. I tend to stream on Tuesday and Sunday nights and throw in videos whenever. And we will be doing a bunch of videos in October. That's what I'm prepping for now. I decided, for some reason, I thought it'd be a fun challenge to do a video a day. So I'm gonna be doing a video a day in October. Mostly spooky, scary games, but like cozy. What am I doing? I'm trying to buy this. Yeah, there we go. I'll take it. Oh, I'm broke. That's what I was like. Why can't I buy it? Because I'm broke. I will not take it. I will go to the bank first. Did I move the bank? I should have moved the bank. So yeah, we're gonna be doing videos a day of all sorts of games, and then we'll still continue with streams of Dinkum for sure. We're starting with Dredge, so we'll do a couple days of Dredge, which is another one of my favorite games. It's cozy cosmic horror. Sure. So if that sounds like something you want to see, go ahead and hit that follow, subscribe button, and you'll know when those videos come out. Alright, now we got some money. How much do I want to spend right now? I still need tools. Yeah, we'll buy it all. But I need to make sure I keep 15,000 on me. I think I can buy this. We're gonna have to go trapping today, that's for sure. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Alright. Because again, I want to get 10 of everything. Bananas and onions I don't need right now. And let's see what he wants us to do. Sure. Alright, we'll get him some shells in a bit. Let's go talk to Franklin and get our recipes. And let's also, while we're over here, get some iron. Seems silly to keep running past free iron, right? Lovely. Alright. Got that there. Tin pergola, yeah, I was gonna say we have that one. Hardwood, I don't know that we have. Yeah, there we go. And hardwood arch. Yeah. Oh, actually, the hardwood arch I did want, so that's Great. That's lovely. All right, my friend. What do you need? Lovely. I like the easy ones. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go trap a large number. Actually, yeah, there's some wonderful getting started videos out there in Dinkum. Highly recommend you watch them. But also, the game does a decent job kind of easing you in. So yes, there's some tips and tricks that are always helpful, and there's some fantastic creators out there. But also you can just play. It's kind of nice when games do that. There's some games that like you have to start and you need to open a wiki just to like get going. I don't consider Dinkum one of those games. I gotta get all my traps. Alright, so we have a trapping setup where we can go catch ourselves like something close to like 20 of the cassowaries. And so that's what we're gonna do. Again, because we're still in the middle of shoving things. That's what we're gonna do, is just shove. I want to keep my tools on me. I will say though, the Dinkum wiki is excellent. You know, there's people in the chat here that contribute to it heavily. So it is also very helpful if you want to learn specifics of things. If you're gonna start going in from day one, being like, I need to know all of the fishing schedules. That's on. I'm on the wiki all the time for. I don't need this fly. Go away. That's for me what the wiki is all about. Is fishing schedules are huge. Obviously, you all saw I'm not very good at flying, so maybe I'll need to be visiting that and learning my controls. I just want to make sure. I thought I had more traps, but it looks like I do not. And what shells do we need? Oh, give me 1 second. I know you write the wiki, Sam. That's why I was saying I know you are Captain Wiki, and it's very helpful. Very helpful. Oh, what is that? Oh, what are you? What is this? Come back here. I must have caught one before. I must have. No, I haven't. Look at that, free bug. All right, we'll go turn that in a minute. Where did it go? What was I looking for? Do not recall. It must have been a lie. I got distracted. My wife came in to say goodnight. That's why I had to say be right back. Gotta say goodnight to the missus. She was at a improv event, I think? No, yoga tonight. Alright, let's go trapping. So, for trapping, a couple things. We could be very, very daring and attempt to... Oh, I'm getting drop frames, but not many. We all good? Yeah, I think we're all good. Okay. We could be very daring and not eat. But that is honestly the closest I've gotten to death so far on this save was not having any food whatsoever in my belly. So I do want to find where they all went. If anything goes wonky with the stream, someone let me know in chat. I don't know if there's much I can do, but we had some bad luck the other day with our internet, and it full-on disconnected. I think we're okay, but I am dropping some frames, which I don't love seeing. Pay for high-speed internet. I want it to be stable, too. Alright, let's go. Here comes the snow. I will tell you, if it sounds a little staticky, the snow seems to do that. As does the thunderstorms. You have a pet chicken when you're a little girl named Henrietta? Like Paw Patrol? Paw Patrol has a Henrietta. Hey, Baller Girl! Good evening to you. Welcome to chat. Welcome hang out with the crew. We have a lot of new friends hanging out with us tonight, thanks to Sem Black Raid, which is amazing. And folks like Tango Kilo and Baller Girl are regulars on the stream, so welcome in. Alright, so we're gonna grab all our friends here. Hello, friends. And this is like one batch of 3. So we just come, we remind them that we're here, we say hello, and we welcome them to join us for a quick flight. Not you, jerk. That's okay, we have extra traps. Come on. And this is great because this is like easy money. It's like 150,000 dinks a day when we do this. Alright. Yeah, those turkeys are always in the way. They're stealing my good traps. That's okay. We have one friend here who did not want to join us for some reason. Alright, so now we got them. There's two more over here. And they will take those last two traps. Hello! Good day. Sorry to interrupt your bath. Please follow me. We'll grab some free shells while we're here. Move, turkey. Come on. You can do it. So you're all in the chat. That's what I gotta add next is what would you, if you could pick tomorrow. No, you mother of pearl. All right, let's see here. That turkey, this is how we die. Where is he going? He's gonna try to teleport to my town. I know you are. Come on. Croco trapping today? Yeah, Croco's always good. A Croco burley box. Yeah, I've never used the boxes. I don't even think I've unlocked them. Yeah, turkeys have never been that annoying, but we'll come get them later. Maybe I'll get the slingshot out. Now, that was our first trapping point, and our second trapping point right here, very close. Also, we don't have enough of these guys yet, although we rescued a few. So if you're hanging out in chat and you had no idea, you can rescue flooded nests. So these nests on these outcroppings here, they were underwater. In fact, you can see one right here that I've not rescued yet. But you can rescue them by placing dirt under them and bringing them back above, and then they will spawn. And then you get all these lovely friends. We also have more friends here because I think we get new nests in winter now. Another scrub turkey just took my dang... jerks. So there's actually far more cassowaries than I remember. But I'm getting pretty good at them because this is how I make all my money for the most part. Alright, let's go grab these two here. Yeah, so we now have the ability on, I think is it Sundays in winter? That you can gain nests back. And so I think we've gained a few. Top and right? I thought it was everywhere but the bottom. Interesting, that's good to know. I thought it was both sides, but not the bottom. Well, I'm gonna have to kill one of these, aren't I? Because I don't have any more traps. Now they can't cross the trap point for some reason. Yeah, see, it's like a wall for them. Hey, we're just playing... Ole! Ole! There we go. Get some giant drumsticks. Lovely. Let's see, burley boxes from Ted Selly. Good to know. A lot of croc trapping today. I hadn't either. I was watching Chem. And it's a hard C or soft C. I think I've asked before. Is it Sem or Chem? I want to make sure I'm saying it correctly. There we go. And I'm gonna hit something real quick to hopefully fix some nonsense off the screen. There we go, that might have fixed the nonsense. Okay. Alright, so what do we need to do today? I need to bring my shells to John still. Okay, and that was the only task, right? Yeah, okay. Let's go get him his shells. Sound like cement, okay. I think you told me that exact same thing last time too. I'm going to remember. Alright, so we're running over here. John wants some shells of some sort. I probably should keep these tasks loaded. The Bakunde shells. Let's see what we got here. So semi-Dinkum related. I was on a phone call today with our software vendor at work, which has that to do with Dinkum, because they are in Australia. So we had to get our time zones lined up for that phone call. We're running into some issues, and they were able to, at least they're starting the process of fixing it, which is great. But my work uses enterprise software that is produced out of Australia, and we need it working. And that's that. That's the whole story. But it's always fun to be chatting to folks around the world. Alright, let's see here. Want to chat, and I have your stuff. Now what are you going to reward me with? You're going to give me a shirt? You're going to give me some money? You're going to give me a pink gown? I'm sure it looks lovely. It's probably not my style. Yeah, that's, you know, not for me, but it's lovely. Alright, so we've done all of our dailies. We still have plenty of sunlight. Well, it's winter, so we have like 2 hours of sunlight. We're gonna get 140-ish thousand in money. Interesting, Baller Girl. That's good to know. Did not know. Yeah. Rocking the pink. You know, it's a look. Not for me, but it's a look. You know, we like it. Okay, so a couple things. We did finally get the recipe that I wanted for the hardwood arch. So I want to take a look at that, because I think that's 3 wide. And since I'm not really worried about centering things per se, I'm okay with a 3 wide thing. So hardwood, 4 planks, and nails. You know, we'll do building after we organize our lives. So speaking of shells, let's go ahead and start putting some stuff away. So we're gonna make a box for shells. And this is the most shell of the shells, I think, in terms of image. So we're gonna go ahead and throw these in for now. I do love that you can click a button and run. You're moderating too. Oh my goodness, gotta keep life busy. Oh, I'm seeing another vote here. I gotta go look at the poll now, because someone actually said something different. Whoa, no end poll, just show me what the results are. Something else. Games, what are those? Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright. Let us keep a working here. We know, okay, alphas and animal parts. Where do we want to put animal parts? That I normally put on the cooking side. So do I have any more chests? If only I had a chest full of animal parts already. Like this one. Once I take these shells out. And termite nests, there's not really a use for, and it's not really an animal part, but we're going to call it an animal part for now. So we're going to do that. So let's get our life organized here. And we'll pop this puppy right back here. And I think a bone is probably the quintessential animal part, even though it's not as cool looking as like the alpha horns. And we're gonna have to do trapping again tomorrow, because we might be able to get enough money to get the hammer. And I want to see what we need. I know we need, I think, perfect aquamarines for the frozen hammer. That's the hammer I really want. But if we can get the alpha hammer, that's also a pretty nice upgrade. Alright, we're making progress. Look at us go. What else we got that we need to organize? We got an empty chest. That means that can go up here. And at some point I'm going to swap out all the containers, because the containers actually mean something in my brain, and so I need to put things where they actually belong, but again, we're not there yet. Alright, nails I actually still keep with the metal, because it's kind of a metal product. Seeds. We do have a seeds box somewhere. Already started. And frankly, we're going to probably need multiple seeds boxes. Because, they kind of take over. I think what I'll do this time around is I think I'll put the tree seeds in with the wood. Or maybe we'll just make multiple seed boxes when we need more. Maybe that's just what we'll do. Let's make sure nothing's shoved in here. So food does not belong in here, but everything else is seeds or plant matter. That's kind of what these are. And fertilizers. So that all works fine. And we have plenty of seeds on us, so that also works fine. We'll just label that one. Come on. Sometimes it's hard to line it up. There we go. Alright, be back. Sounds good. Alright, let us keep popping things away. We have so many of these eyes here. I don't know what these are used for. I need to look up and see what the alpha eye is used for. I'm sure it's a weapon of some sort. I've just never needed them for any of the weapons I've built. And yes, I did skip some chests. That's fine. These are going to be food chests. In fact, we'll make this one our meat chest. So we can pop a sign down. Where are my signs? There we go. We'll make this one a meat one, and we'll make... Do I have any vegetable on me? Yeah, we'll make this one a vegetable one. And then we'll make a fruit one as well, because Lord knows there's a lot of crops once we start farming. Alpha bat, which shoots flaming balls like the alpha bush devil. Of course it does. I've never made that weapon. I will at some point. Alright, this is our meat box. And this is really for raw meats. We'll have a whole separate thing for anything cooked. But that's starting to come together now. What else we got? We got some more veggies here. I'm definitely gonna need more light. And so I'm wondering what I'm gonna do about that. I don't know for sure yet, but we'll figure it out. Okay. This chest actually we're gonna put right over here, and we'll probably paint this one at some point. This is gonna be our mining chest, and right now it's gonna be our tools box until we get to the mining area. Always keep a weapon on you. There's a tip for you if you're just starting out. Always have a weapon. Floodlights on the steps. Maybe. Well, the steps are also they're gonna have chests. This is meant to be 2 deep, potentially even 3 deep as I get more and more chests. It depends how granular I want to get with what goes in a chest. I don't know that I actually need to go that wacky. So we'll see. Alright, we got that. I do have more wood up here to dump in. Great. Alright, so this is food. This is stuff. I think we can start working on things that are crafted right in here. So this is where we eventually will need 2, if not 3 of these, but this is where we'll start putting wood paths specifically. So we'll throw that in there. Alright, I like, see, this is good. Oh, there's a bunch of food to organize. There's my greens box. I told you I had a bunch of green stuff. So we'll go throw that in the greens box, which is this one. Okay. More paths in here. Not much. This will just make furniture right now. Not tools, though. We're going to need those later. Just loose furniture. The tools we might as well throw down. Alright, so we now have 10 furnaces. That's probably all the furnaces we're going to buy. And eventually we'll start turning them into the advanced furnaces when we get money in our lives. We have a couple more grinders, another table saw. So we only need 1 more table saw. And 1 more grinder. And that should finish our initial tools. Alright, we did not put furniture on the label. That's important to do as we go, otherwise everything just gets lost. And that is wild. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to keep doing that. We're going to grab some more goodies here, and we will make a whole separate box just for paint. Our perfect gems can go in our valuables box. That's a place for them that makes sense to me. That's also where pearls will eventually end up when we need them to. Get more of our greens in here. Excellent. Furniture, we got more down here. Excellent. So you can see it starts coming together relatively quickly once you have a system in place. There's a pearl for some reason, so we can get that thrown in. Hey, remember like 10 minutes ago when I was like, I'm not going to make you watch me do this? I apparently and obviously lied. Welcome to Organization Stream. Today on Clean Your Closet Out, we are doing paint. I have no idea what to categorize Snowball as, so that's just going to get shoved into a valuables because it looks like a pearl, I guess. And what's a nice bright color? We'll use the green as our icon. You don't want to mix fish and or Parmesan, chicken Parmesan into your paint. That'll make it smell bad. All right, cool. So that's coming together nicely. Food, we are going to need to do cooked food versus not cooked food. That's mostly cooked meats. And honestly, we might need to do cooked meats versus not cooked meats. So we'll do that. It did look like a pearl. That's bad. Yeah, that's why, you know, snowballs and pearls, they can all live together. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to do... I don't know how we're going to organize this, to be honest with you. Oh, that's raw meat. Okay. First, let's go to our meats. Is there anything... That's all cooked meat? Great. Love to see it. And in theory, I should put, like, the cooked meat next to each other, because that would make sense. But we're not going to. So instead... I think we'll just do multiple things of cooked foods versus raw foods instead of trying to organize it by meat and stuff. Frankly, every time I'm looking for stuff, I'm always running and looking at it all anyway. Alright, so the flake I'll take out. Parm can go back in. That's cooked. That's cooked. But we're keeping that on us. Cooked yabby. Cooked prawn. Bread. Flour is a raw good. Raw good. Jam toast. Cooked. 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 Raw good. Maybe we'll do drinks separately. There's not a lot of drinks, but we'll keep them separate. Brewed goods. Yeah, we'll do brewed goods. And I like to actually do ground goods separately as well. All right, raw drumstick and flake is a raw meat. We're making progress. This was our tools. This is also where we're gonna put our mining stuff. So we're gonna put our gems in there. For now, I'm going to shove clothes into one of these, but I will get mannequins, because I prefer to have the mannequins have the clothes. But for now, and again, the clothes actually eventually will end up inside, in dressers. But you get so much clothes eventually that it takes over. Cool. How are we doing now? Is this all this cooked goods? It is, and yeah, we're going to need another cooked goods box for sure. That's empty. That doesn't belong here. All right, what do we got now? Lots of meat, random stuff, seeds, a lot of miscellaneous. So, what's nice is we can just do this. And I didn't label this with cooked goods. That looks lovely. Beautiful. All right. So we got that in, and we're golden. So let's see what else we can kind of throw in. Vegetables, we got corn now. A piece of corn, but it counts. Random gear, we can kind of shove over here, I guess, for now. At some point I'll make... Well, actually, we should probably just make them. I like to put all the gear stuff into the gear tables, and I think I finally have a recipe for that. Where is it? Do I not have any display? Yeah, there we go. No, that's a sign writing table. There it is. Tool rack, gumwood, and iron bars. Yeah, we can make 2 of those. If only I knew where my wood was. There it is. If only I knew where my gumwood was. I guess we'll cut some more. And iron bars. We're gonna make 2 of them, so we just need 4 iron. And this is why I love having all these, because you can just run up and down the line, and then by the time you're done, you're just running back. So you can process just stupid amounts of stuff so quickly. You know, beginning game, you start, it feels so slow, but it really ramps up fast once you get a nice income coming in. And that trapping is great, because the trapping basically lets me buy 1 of every tool a day if I needed to. I just never think to go and trap every day. That's good enough. We're not going to do all 400. Alright. Beautiful. Quick 70 planks later. We're going to come making 2 tool track things here. I wish you could dye these. That'd be really cool. Like if you could, you know, paint your tool racks. And we don't have other ones, right? I'm assuming they'd all be next to each other. So we'll do gumwood. And we'll put them... Move that out of the way. We're going to put them against the wall on either side. I'll put this one here. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I'm saying I wish we could paint. We can't paint them, right? That's not a thing? No. Okay. That'd have been awesome if we could. So we're going to go ahead, and this is where our... Basically, we have like day-to-day tools, like weapons and one pick, one weapon. This is all the day-to-day stuff. Which we can put in here. Not the compactor, that's not a day-to-day. That's, now we're being silly. That's a day-to-day. What do they call that? What's your daily carry, your daily loadout? There's like a whole YouTube subgenre of like what pen to buy and what notepad to get. Everyday carry. So your everyday carry section is over here. It also includes the books. There's one of them. And then all my other tools go over here. And I have a separate chest for mining. But all other weird little things like Warimu saddles. And they don't stack, so technically I can sell these to John with my rules. Go elsewhere. Great. And if you didn't know, the first three things you have get displayed. And so you can use it as a decorative thing as well. Alright, every day should also include a fishing rod. And that. I'm missing my iron pick somewhere, but that's okay, it'll show up. Hey, found it. And my missing book. And my bug zapper. Which, frankly, I should get charging. Where is my charger? And let's actually... Yeah, let's charge the helmet, because that might be faster. You like putting your alpha weapons in the first... Oh, yeah, that totally makes sense. Yeah, you want to make it look great and fun. I like you know, a weapon... There we go. Honestly, this is not an everyday tool. All of these are... I'm missing a book. Oh, there it is. These are all everyday tools, along with one pick. And these are tools I will get to and need for all sorts of various purposes. I also keep my repair kits in there, but I think this time I'm just going to make a chest with repair kits in it next to the repair table, so I can find them when I need them. So extra picks go in here. Actually, if I'm going to carry the electric tools, I don't need to carry the bug zapper. Needs to get done at some point. I don't think I need to carry a pick. That'll give me an extra inventory spot if I'm going to use the electric tools. I just need to make sure I have spark soup. Have I worn the barbecue at my head spot? I have certainly not, and we're going to right now because now I'm intrigued. That is ridiculous. I love it. Hello, everybody. I had a horrible accident and I'm cooking my own head. If I stand in this pit... Yeah, that's horrible. I love it. I wish you could, like, crouch or duck or something and then let it close. Ridiculous. Alright. So that's all charging. We're getting closer. Look at this little pile of boxes we have left. Alright, so we'll do the quick flyby and see if there's anything we're holding that we can just drop in if I have to think. And then we'll actually put stuff away that we need to put away. Put a fork in me. I'm done. Alright, more furniture goes in our furniture spot. People really like to give me like white chairs, so that's been a thing. You know, I'm not sad about it. It's just weird. Lots more of these to put away. More logs put back. Grass seed pods over here in our seeds box. I have multiple lava lamps now too. That's a whole thing. So we'll put that away. Cooking tools are going to go on the cooking side of things. Oh, we're getting so close I can taste it. Ah, I knew that'd be fast. Oh yeah, pockets are full. Duh. Alright, pick that up so it's not sitting out here. That goes over here. I was going to make a separate mining chest for now. I'm not going to worry about it. We don't have enough stuff to care that hard. Keys will go in there. As will half of the Spinifex, so I know where it is. The other half, guess technically goes in with like seeds and plant materials for now, I guess. See, we already need a second seeds box. Alright, we can get that up in there. We can put a few more things. Tools I'm not using right now, but I keep around. This advanced slingshot, we're going to need 2 of them anyway. So having 1 is excellent, because that speeds things along nicely. Oh, the fun never ends. Alright, the cassettes are valuable, so they're actually going to go in the valuable box. And as I told you, we get a lot of clothes. So our valuables box is where we'll put our cassettes, as long as they're actually cassettes and not mining passes. But I had a 4th cassette. Not seeing one. Okay. We're going to put our mining gems in here, after all. And we'll find the red ones at some point. There's my 4th cassette. Where are you? Valuables. Clothes. So much clothes. So much clothes. Space helmet. I forgot I got that. Candle hat. I suppose I should try it on. I don't think I've ever actually put it on. Yep, that's a candle hat. That's coming off. But convenient in the mines, right? If you need another light source. Bombs are a tool that I also don't use anywhere near as much as I should. That's a weird sentence to say, and we'll get you banned at a lot of airports. But we're getting close here. Oops. Make a wish! Why are we making a wish? Why are we making a wish? I wish people would just be chill with each other. Is that a good wish? I think it's a good wish. And play more games. Alright, so that's empty box. That's an empty box. That's a whole lot more tools that I realized I didn't know I had. Candle hat, make a wish. Alright, fair enough. We'll come back to that one. We'll come back to that one. That was an empty box, so I put something in it. We're doing great. Okay. So we have a lot more tools than I realized. So we are going to put another toolbox down right here. And this will be where we put our mining stuff after all. Because I did say I wanted a separate mining one. And so things I put in my mining box, even though I don't use them anymore, that's where we'll put our bombs, that's where we'll put our torches. We will grab the mining helmet, the bombs, the keys, the Spinifex, an extra one of these. The bat zapper is going to go get charged. Oh, I can't grab it, that's why. Flashlight's a mining thing, the mining helmet's a mining thing. Spinifex is mining. Spinifex? I don't know. Spintax the Wizard, which is from a podcast. There we go, that's good there. We'll grab those mining passes out of here. Now we have plenty of room for tools that we need to put in here. Nice. Mining pass, mining pass, mining pass. And bat zapper, we're gonna go charge. Excellent. Now we can throw some of these other tools in here. And again, if we need to do an even more another box, we have things we don't care about, like guitars, and like we'll care about it when we build our farm. We just haven't bothered building a farm yet. Honestly, the Moo is so we might sell, since we have our slightly modified rule, which lets us, and our health pack lives in our mining area, and that's feeling much better and less crowded. All right, this is a lot of fruit and veg, so this is gonna be quick to organize. he says. First, we'll just drop things we already have. All right. Meat. Do we have raw meat here? Yes, I think we have some shark or grub meat, which is great for feeding your crab traps. Raw fruits and vegetables. We'll make a whole separate one for beverages, so we're not going to put that in there. All right. Plenty of apples. That's all for beverages. Excellent. And we'll throw down a new one here for our beverage stuff. We should have some signs. So the good news is it takes some time, but once you do it to a place where you're mostly okay with it, you're kind of done. You know, you don't have to do it again because you can move whole chests. Like, as long as you get your chests organized in terms of what's in them, everything else just kind of comes together at some point. All right. We'll do that one last. We got some string beans here. Another chest we can pick up. I'm seeing we have a lot of cooking tools now that I need to put away, and that's one thing I've been waiting to do. So let's get those done. Cooking table. Crude furnaces we might just keep in storage. I don't think I need them out or have room for them, to be honest. And do I have kegs somewhere, billy cans somewhere? Are they in here and I just missed them? I think we're missing a chest somewhere. Or oh no, they're right there. I'm literally looking at them. There's 4 of them. Okay. So the odds of me ever needing to do 10 grill things at once are very low. Whereas billy cans I will often do. And we're going to do a set of 10, so eventually. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. And then I think we'll do 10 grills. Oops. Here. Perfect. I think we're going to put our cooking table for now here. I think we're going to put our crafting table for now. And actually, I'm going to bounce it back 1 because I'm going to put the sign making table on the other side of it. Excellent. Sign making table will go right in here. Actually, repair table makes more sense. No, actually, sign make table makes more sense because I'll put the repair table on this side, and I'll put a chest for the repair stuff right there. All right, and that's where we'll keep our repair goods. Nice, we're getting there, folks. We're so close. I can taste it. Alright, so we're going to need a box for statues. We're going to need a box for built items. So we'll put our pathing in. I got to get ready to modify our cobblestone at some point. Ramps and steps and things, I think they're going to be their own box. So ramps and steps will be their own box, as will fences and walls. So let's go ahead and mark that real quick. And I just want to mark it. There we go. Display. And we'll make the fence its own box here. Display. Beautiful. Alright, crafted items are going to be their own box. We're running out of boxes, and that's fine. We can make more. And eventually, this is something that could become more granular. Like, I can make a box just for light sources and things like that. But for now, that's where we're going to put things like lights. And I guess craft is not the right word exactly, because the old wood lamps I'm going to put in there. We're going to need one for statues. Yep, like that. And then let's put a statue on there. That's not a statue, that's a light. Oh, a small statue. That's a light. I will never do that again. I apologize. All right. I guess until we don't need them, we'll shove these back here. Again, right now, we certainly do not need to be using those at all. But we're getting so close I can taste it. All right, we are going to use a chest for milled goods at some point. Obviously, we have no milled goods, so we do have some flour. And so that counts. And so we're going to just mark a chest for one item right now. But that's where things like coffee and flour and anything else we mill down, pet feed, will go. We got a couple tools we can get rid of, and we're almost done. This is awesome. We don't, wrong box. This box here can take the selfie camera. And for now, nope, we'll make a separate box for farm equipment. Which right now is literally just a sprinkler. Lighting gets the light. We'll also need a box for decorative walls. And there we go. Bob's your uncle. Remember when I said this was going to be a short stream? Can't be a short stream. Look at y'all hanging out. Alright, so we're going to go ahead here and pop that in. And now we're feeling, I think, pretty good. I think everything kind of has a designated home. I can move like the farming tools into the farming box at some point. I'm not going to be that pressed about, about it though. Alright, so what do we got left? We got to donate that bug tomorrow, so that can just stay where it is. This food is part of my everyday carry, as is this food. Honey, I'm going to call an animal product actually, so we're going to put that over here in the bones. Dinner set is decorated furniture, which was over here in the dresser. Yeah, I definitely need more lighting. Crafted goods ended up becoming a lighting box. So I think what we'll do is we'll make a box of boxes and a box of signs. And we'll do them over here because we're not going to be getting that often. So we'll do a box of boxes. And we are going to be making a bunch of barrels. I do need barrels still. And then we'll do a box of signs. And we'll display a sign on a sign. Nice. All right. We'll go put away our last cooked items and our bomb. And we are officially organized. There's still a few more shove chests full of critters that I need to organize and make a bunch of barrels. Oh good, that's done. We'll go ahead and put that in our mining box. So I do want to make those. I think we need at least 6 of them. And so I can get them in place. I don't know if I want to spend... Well, what the heck, I have all the iron in the world. So palm, gum, and iron. Palm, gum. We're fine on iron. And in fact, now it's so easy just to get that going. Alright, we're gonna make 6 of these barrels, I think, and then we can almost sleep. We have to do a few of our daily tasks still. Almost forgot. Surely you wouldn't have let me forget, right? You would all have told me? And we'll go ahead and make 6 of them. And this is for critters, like our common critters. Each critter gets its own, because when we get the auto sorter, it's such a lovely way to just be able to drop them in and they just get dumped on this back wall here. I don't even put signs in them, I just put critters in there. Nice. And I'll probably make a 7th one later so it fills in. Okay, so tasks we have to do. We have to clear 4 tree stumps and we have to clear 9 grass. We can do all that with our chainsaw. We will carry some other things. Be careful. I still, even though it's late and there's no stamina in me, eating 3 fruit salads means I will get stamina back quickly. So let's go chop down some trees right quick. And I don't want to fully deforest the area. So we'll grab trees that are near each other, so we'll get that last stump here. Beautiful, and we'll clear some grass. Beautiful. Alright. Oops. That's the dailies we can do. We can't water crops because we don't have any crops, so we can't water crops. This is a little bit of a cheat, maybe. But now that we've done this, putting things away is so much easier because you have to run and just click everywhere you've been and you're done. Everything just goes in the chest, and once you know where the chests are, it's all nice and clean. Alright, so I think what we'll do is we'll pop this in here. I like having my glider first. At some point we'll have to clean up all the chests in the house, but we can sleep now and see what tomorrow brings and actually not be stuck in organizing mode. Yeah, the house is mostly organizable pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and sleep here. Whoo-wee. Alright, we're popping in, and let's see what our dailies are going to be. Erwin's here. I might talk to him. I'm not in any hurry to start farming. How much money did we make? Still no trapping glider. That would be lovely at some point, but we made 150 plus, so not too shabby. And we're looking pretty nice over here now in the light. So we need 1 grinder, 1 table saw, and I gotta make a bunch of other stuff. 1 grinder, 1 table saw will be our go. Oh, you know what we don't have? We don't have a trapping chest. So we'll go grab from our box here. We don't have any boxes made. So we're gonna need to do that at some point. Instead, though, I think we're just gonna trap today. Tools we need. We're gonna need, probably, it's good to have our everyday carries on us. I probably should also make some spark soup. Do a job for someone, sell 3 fruit, grind 2 stones. Well, right now we haven't updated our rules yet, so we can't sell the fruit, but we can do all the other stuff. And we can come over here and grab these goodies. Let's see, we got some keys out of that deal, not too shabby. You can see why with all these critters, why I have chests for each individual critter that we'll start using soon. That's not a critter, that's not a critter, and that's an animal drop technically, so we'll take those out. And frankly, we might just start cooking them so we can stack them. You know, that's not the end of the world either. I left the board over here for now. Another alpha. Man, we're getting a lot of alpha requests. 10 sheets, and take care of the alpha bush devil. And we're talking to Theodore, and we're talking to John. Okay. So let's go talk to Theodore and give him this new bug we caught, and we'll talk to John. I don't know why I needed a car to go there, but whatever. Alright, Theodore. Hello, friend. They love their shells. I've bought you a cute little spider. Alright, so we'll get him some Bakunde shells. We'll also need to talk to John. And we're gonna go alpha hunting. A little wacky driving. All right, I want to chat. What's your task today? Sure. I like when the task is easy. We also said we needed one more grinder. And one more table saw. Beautiful. Okay. Last but not least, Franklin. And we'll see if he's got any recipes for us. Now, where's this alpha hanging out? Kind of always up there. Excellent. So we'll pick up some shells for our friend. We will see what Franklin wants. What does he got today? Another pergola? I already have the tin. Yeah, I'll take the hardwood table. I love when they added 3 recipes, because he used to only have 1, right? That was the most recent update, the night market update. Alright, and what do you need today? Nope. Let's go ahead and see here. So, I want to chat. Got a job for me. Alright, well that's job done. Kind of counts as selling fruit. Did he take all my fruit salad though? Because I'll be annoyed. No, he left me 2. That's fine. Not the end of the world. Okay. So we need shells and the alpha and grinding stones. We can do all that pretty quickly. In fact, can we do it quick enough to then also go mining? Maybe. I gotta see what our key count is. Still wanting some copper. Alright, let's eat some food. And the fruit salad's great, not only for the stamina, but for the extra defense. That's where that's really helpful. And he wants the Bakunde shells, which I should have a good supply of back in the base. So we're gonna pop here. We will head on over to Teletower. We'll take out an alpha real quick. We'll trap more cassowaries. And then go from there. I do like to fight him closer to water, so I might have to kite him over to the water if he's not already at the shore. Or near this lake. This lake could be fine. Is he up in this grass? Yeah, there he is. This lake's fine then. No stuns yet. Ooh, he doesn't often get a bite on me. Normally I'd be, no, ooh, 2 bites is not good. Let's move. Serpentine so he doesn't shoot you. Right, he's aggressive. We're just gonna come up here real quick, sit down. Make sure we can keep eyes on him. Can he hit me up here? No. Glorious. Is this cheesing? I don't care. I haven't lost a life yet. I'm not gonna yet. Ooh, that one got closer. We're gonna heal up just a few more ticks. Maybe one more tick after this. I think they've heard me being cocky. Because he's definitely gotten me a lot more hits on me than... I used to be able to do this guy with no damage at all. There we go. Finally a stun. Apparently I got tasked for breaking grass or stunning. I'm not entirely sure which. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. Job done. Let's go and clear him off our map. Now we gotta go hunt some cassowaries, which we could go the long way, but we'll teleport, because what's the point of an awesome teleport network if you don't use it? So alphas, they can definitely, I mean, they're slow. It's a slow process early game. Like your first alpha, when you're running around of like basically stone weapons, you're in trouble. But once you get to steel or iron, they're not bad. They're not bad, just gotta be careful. And run away like a coward. And I'm not embarrassed of it. Alright, I'm still putting them down here because I can. I'll throw them on if it doesn't auto-launch them. I really thought these ones did auto-launch, to be fair. That one doesn't always, but let's try again. Let's see here. Alright. Hello, friends. You are just money that runs, so run to my bank. Run to my bank. Excellent. Alright, so. Had to mute actually work for a bit. That's going well. Just fought an alpha, didn't die. Bad luck on that. None of the ones in the back there went. But me and my bird friends here are just doing some, you know, just doing some bird things. Nothing major, just some bird stuff. Yeah, alphas are always good. 8K walking around, exactly. They are just money on legs. Big, delicious drumstick legs. Oh, that's there's a poll question for you. This is a very important question. When you get wings, when you get like buffalo wings, are you a drumstick or a flaps person? Because there is a right answer. And the question is, do you know it? The right answer, of course, is whatever you prefer. But for me, the right answer is by far, yes, ball girl, that's right, is flaps. My, I've been trying to eat a little healthier, you know, move a little more. And, oh, that's perfect. Good job. Yeah, that's the combo. My wife and I both like flaps. But Friday is my my treat to myself. I work remote on Fridays, and we literally live a block away from a delicious Chicago-style pizza place. That the pizza's great, but I really actually like. They do a crazy good garlic toast with pizza sauce on it and wings, and so we go, and that's our Friday special. We have a tea shop right next door to that we can go get some delicious tea. Iced tea. They do hot tea too. They do like a full sit-down tea service, and then we get wings and a sauce. So we, you know, work remote at the tea shop. It's great. Fridays are my fave. No, Chicago style. I am nowhere near Chicago. I am in sunny Arizona, where it is currently, I think, still 100 degrees out. Oh no, never mind. We have it rained, so it's cooled down. It's actually down to 85 now. So that's lovely. They can keep breaking, that's fine, I don't care. Well, that's annoying. Let's put these ones down. There we go. Southern Illinois, oh yeah, fair enough. I went to grad school out in Indiana, and yeah, I know that world. I know that world. Alright, so we have a lot of that stuff done. So trapping's done, alpha's done. We need to bring a tin sheet, talk to John, and bring him some shells. So let's go get our shells and tin sheet, and then we'll go talk to John. That's not a teleporter. I'm sitting here clicking the button like it's gonna teleport me. Alright, oh, seeing the frame droppage, that's okay. So I was supposed to stop at 10. It's almost 11. So what we're going to do is go back, complete these tasks, and I think I am unfortunately going to have to call the stream there because it's a school night. But I'll be back on Sunday for sure, and there'll be some videos going up, including a video that's just going to explain kind of the once a day video I'm doing in October, and looking for game suggestions. I did pick up quite a few, and tomorrow Strange Horticulture comes out. So I'm very excited to check that out. Not Horticulture, Strange Antiquities, the sequel to Strange Horticulture. So that's going to be a lot of fun to check out. Oh, so nice having quick storage, put stuff away. My fruits had no coconuts because I never actually go harvest my coconuts. I have a whole bunch over there. So keep an eye out for that. Please do like and subscribe and follow and all that jazz if you had fun tonight. Again, huge thing. Oh, that's not where I want it. Shout out and thank you to Semblak for the raid and for all you raiders for joining. You made my night. That is so exciting. And of course, thank you to all the regulars who've been coming and hanging out and chatting in the chat. Whether you're regular or new, it's been wonderful having you here. We need to put these shoes away. And the shoes do stack, so we'll figure that out too. Let's grab ourselves, we need a tin sheet and a certain type of shell. So we'll grab our tin sheet. And you think it's his type, that's awesome. And you can play multiplayer. I've never played multiplayer. Not once. At some point I will. There's a lot of great people I've met in the community. And so it's not due to lack of offering, I just haven't done it. And so I need to... Hey, alright, yeah, start that MediumCore challenge. Yes, for you too. I'm excited too. You put up a test video, right? I think I liked it, comment on it. It sounded great. Come on, spinning in circles. I know, I think I'm gonna be starting to play this with my kiddo, not for streaming. That's not my scene to... I guess cement could go in with rocks, right? I don't think I have a home for cement yet, so that lives there now. Alright, what shell does he need? But, you did the Cranky Frank. That's right, Cranky Frank. Cranky Frank is great. I love Cranky Frank. If you haven't seen it, go check out Baller Girl's channel and look at Cranky Frank, because that is hilarious to me. I want an angry spawn point in my town. I might put the farm over where all the cassowaries are, just to really... Gotta stop dropping that. New mic etc. text said, oh, that's hey, me neither. And I've been doing it on and off for 13 years, and I am like the most low-key about everything. I'm actually really impressed. I've been listening to some of the audio. They're pricey for what they are, but I'm really impressed with what I've been hearing with the new AirPod Pros. They sound awesome. I'm intrigued of picking up a pair to not have to wear the cans, because you know they're not heavy, and I love them. They have great sound quality. But the little earbuds would be nice. Then I don't have to have this microphone in my face. All right, want to chat? I completed your request. Here you go. Thanks to the 10 bars. I think I also did another task for you. Here you go. Yep, found your shells. I forgot he's such a germaphobe. Oh, we can make a trash bin. Nice. Yeah, free meter 12k a day, that's true. The cassowaries are excellent. They make me very happy. Alright, we're gonna come talk to John because we did his task. Well, now we got money rolling in. Just gotta do it, you know? Alright, so... I'm looking at that fish funny, because I don't know that I have that one. There's two, three, oh my goodness, okay. Let's do some quick fishing real quick. Come on, there we go, we got you. Alright, Banded Morwog, which sounds like something out of Dungeons and Dragons, and I love it. I'll go get this little guy over here. It's always nice when you see things and you're like, I don't think I've seen you before, friend. Garfish, excellent. That was also over here. Is that another unknown? Yeah, it's a garfish, garfish, garfish. Lots of garfish. Okay. Since we've already talked to him today, we can just turn these in safely and not have to pick up a new chore. So that's always great. And I want to chat. Got a job for me. You know what? Oh, that's not what I want. I want to donate to you. Here is a banded moorwarg and a garfish. Actually, that'd be an excellent, like, band name. Banded moorwarg and the garfish? Moorwarg and the garfish, just, that would be an excellent name. What would that be, though? It'd be a cover band for, I mean, Gar's too much of a, that's too easy, that's a gimme. Moorwarg and the garfish. What would make the least sense? The least sense would be a cover band for Jimmy Buffett. Moorwarg and the garfish, the Jimmy Buffett cover band. Is the correct answer. I will take no questions. Alright, let's see here what we got. Oh, more glasses. Do I like these ones? Retro. Probably not. I wish I could wear a beard and glasses. Glasses should be a head item. Oh well. Let's see. So that was some of our junk fish. This is all junk fish. Yeah, I've got to move that at some point. And then we have a lot in here too. Just to give us some breathing room, we'll take as many as I can fit. Hootie and the Blowfish. I saw Darius Rucker, the Hootie in Hootie Blowfish, a few years ago. He opened and then performed with, there wasn't really an opener per se, although Bare Naked Ladies were the headliners. And then he opened with them or performed with them, and I was blown away. He was great. I didn't really know his music, and I had a blast. Alright, so these are gonna be our 3 crabs. It was so good. I mean, I've seen Bare Naked Ladies like 12, 13 times. My wife, that's her favorite band. She's Canadian, or was Canadian, she's American now. But she saw them like 30 times. And when we got together, I started getting to go see them too. I'm gonna need more barrels after all. Alright, clothing. Put that away. I'm gonna need to make some more chests. Let's see, we want one more barrel. Gum, palm, and iron, and we want... palm, I want the regular chests. Where are they? Gum, palm, and iron. They're up here. I mean, honestly, gum, palm, and iron is probably all I need for most things. Let's... Wait, do I not have a recipe to make a regular chest? That can't be right. That can't be right. That's got to be like an early game thing we all get. Is there not recipes for chests? You have to find them all? Maybe you have to find them all. Maybe I'm thinking storage. Great. Alright. Gum, palm, iron, and nails. Chest is only mines. Okay, that's... I don't know why in my head I thought for sure you could absolutely make them, but that at least I'm not crazy that I'm not missing something, so that's good. Alright, well, let's make a couple of boxes and we'll make one more barrel for sure. Put all the stuff back. Throw this chest down over here. And we can start most of these. I want a trapping box. So put the box here. Oops. Oh, why did I do that? My goodness. Sometimes you just get too excited to click things. Alright, that's the sign box. Which has no signs in it currently, but now we have a box for it, so... And this will be the trapping box. Lovely. And our boxes box will hold boxes. Go figure. Now we've done that, we have kind of our regular loadout. I have that, goes there. Fishing, I'm missing my net. Oh, there's my net. net. Metal detecting. And then that's kind of how I go through my day. Again, I do need more spark soup at some point. I don't think I have the goodies to make any more. We should probably do a good hunting run. But I think that's gonna do it, everybody. That's amazing. Thank you all so much for being here. I have no idea how to do a raid, so let's see if we can figure that out. If there's anyone I even see streaming. Let's go check the Discord channel real quick. See if anyone's posted a video in the Dinkum Discord. It looks like there is Shay Hayes with their first Dinkum partner stream. Come hang out. They're over on Twitch. Oh, they're on Twitch. I don't know how to get you over there, but you know what we'll do? I'll just share the link, and you should go over there and say hello to Shay Hayes. I'm also a very recent Dinkum partner. I probably should advertise that more. But here is the link in our chat, and we should all go hang out and say hi to Shay. So if you see this, hop on that link and feel free to like, subscribe. I'd love to see you all again. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll catch you next time. But yeah, go check out Shay and see some more awesome Dinkum content going on, some Dinkum partners over on Twitch. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful evening, wonderful day, and we'll see you all on the flip side. Bye, everybody.